bump it in the time. Traditional setup. So like, laptop type stream this week. It's just going to be like that. I'm also cooking myself dinner, and I'm also doing my laundry, etc. And we're just doing it like that. That's just finish cooking my dinner. I got these amazing expiration dates, so just like crazy awesome discounts. That's actually not where I got this from. I got this from Sprouts, from their clearance rack. But it's like pastas, lupini flour, chickpea flour, tapioca, xanthan gum, 26 grams of protein per serving, 4 servings per container. Pretty awesome. I'm into it. I've been like finally starting to feel good about my protein regimen as a vegan, full on. I found these like really nice plant-based tuna packets that are 18 grams of protein a piece, and I'll take it where I can get it. Of course, I'm eating peanut butter. I get this powdered peanut butter that's only 1.5 grams of fat per serving, because obviously peanut butter oftentimes has quite a bit of fat, etc. And my food game has been on point. I still will be pleased to eat more. You know, I've been working out every single day, and just hard gainer. Gym bro life. Struggle is real, sort of vibe. Skinny, I like it was real. But it's going well. I feel strong. I feel like I'm finally starting to work the things out of my hips and shoulders in a good way, to where I feel good. So that's exciting, and it's been just steady as she goes. Is it disconcerting for me to be wandering around my laptop? I don't care. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm in a very much, fuck my playground. I'm going to do my thing. Having said that, I know I'm on YouTube, so I'm going to speak tenderly about around certain topics. However, having said that, one thing that I am excited about, I'm going to start streaming daily on my Telegram channel, t.me/Nico the Dreamer. Just search for Nico the Dreamer. I'm going to start streaming daily there when I get up in the morning and when I go to what's going on in the life. And if this is your first time here, we are full power hippie status, manifesting heaven on earth for the benefit of all. So get on the train, get on the vibe, let's ride it. And we're taking it all the way. And we're going to spread it across the world. We're going to end the Fed, blockchain stuff, physical silver and commodities, cannabis, etc. So my work life has been very interesting lately. I kind of have stumbled my way into the cannabis industry, which I resisted for quite a long time because I didn't want to be just like stereotypical hippie, like, hey, we got legal weed now, so so that's it. But it just kind of happened, and cannabis is awesome healing stuff, and that's just where I'm at with it, and we're getting excited to expand that. I'm going to pause for a moment. My folks just stepped in the door. I'm going to handle some things quickly, and then we'll finish the stream. Stepped in the door. He's going to go in the room right now.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go.
It's more just like a video diary of me putting thoughts and ideas out to the world. Um, so I'm just kind of finishing up my cooking mission here. And as soon as I finish that, I'm going to go to a more private place and spill my beans. Or so, and let my pasta cook. Okay. So we got a now. Meow. Of course, I know when all else fails, put cat on internet. Cat internet cheeseburger. Turn. 4 more minutes, and then just pull it and strain it, and then I'll finish it when I come back up. Okay, thank you. Oh, basement where I'm relegated to at the folks' home. Fortunately, my folks have a nice. It's not that I haven't had a chance to. It's they are on my schedule for this time, and I decided to also do a live stream, and so I'm fitting multiple things into a small amount of time because I want to get a lot done and move forward on the mission of being awesome and full power and amazing and making the world a better place and doing all of the things. So yeah, and that was kind of a lot for a start. So anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for bearing with my like little bit of a disorganized start to the stream. I know it's been a while, so anybody that's watching this, thank you for it's my weekend life now is that one of my friends was in a very challenging car accident and she needs support, but she's alive and she either walk it or quit, and quit is not an option. So that's where we're at. But it's nice, you know, to spend quality time with a friend who needs you, and that's how I wish to spend my weekends. There's no amount of money you could pay me to go into a bar and do bar stuff right now. That sounds so unappealing, and I'm so thankful to have come to that place in my life where I just don't want to do that dumb shit no more. Having said that, I am starting to look forward to Pretty Lights weekend in Dillon in 2 weeks, which means that next weekend is going to be the first Pretty Lights weekend back in 5, 6 years, however long it's been, at the Mission in Denver. And from what I've seen, the couple clips I've seen, he just put something up on Instagram yesterday. This Pretty Lights weekend run of shows is going to be lit fire. It is going to be fucking, you know, gasoline immolating in the center of the sun sort of vibe. I'm very excited. I am quite certain that he's got awesome new music, and I'm very eager to talk to no one, as is my wont. Uh, you know, cool, sweet. Having said that, I'm gonna cut it pretty strict around an hour tonight because I'm gonna get up early in the morning and get back at it, sort of thing. But I just wanted to check in and holler, hey, and say, hey, we still out here, we still doing it. Let's go, full power. Um, the vision continues. I said it quickly earlier, but we're going to get a piece of land and do sustainable hippie shit. And then all of our friends are going to do that too. And then we're going to network them together. We're going to heal America. It's starting to get real exciting. This next year is an election year, and the fucking Federal Reserve keeps raising rates, and the banks keep crashing, and the whole darn thing is just getting ready to run off the rails. And I'm today I'm grooving on it, and what, me worry? No, not at all. Like, Great Spirit is the conductor of this orchestra, and something fantastic and amazing is going to come of it. And this is the preliminary salvo of heaven on earth sort of vibe, and we are ready and willing and able, and it is on the way. So let's go, full power. Roar. So yeah, it's coming, and we carrying that vibe, and we manifesting that vibe. And so as a adjunct to that, picked up more silver the last couple weekends. I started making some more money in my job, so I'm able to I'm able to do my dollar cost averages more frequently. I picked up some more Darrow. I've been steadily picking up Pulse Chain and Ethereum and LPing them and compounding that, which is pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about how that's going. Be awesome hair. It's not what it used to, but still beautiful. I don't know. I've been thinking about if it's starting to get time to let my hair go. If I ever get to that point of being like balding dready, it's just gonna go. Like, it's a little thin in certain places, but it's not like full on balding dready vibe at this point. So I'm gonna keep it. But I've been thinking about letting it go just just so I can have access to my scalp and do a whole barrage of like lotions and oils and creams and like full power natural stuff. My buddy made a real nice lotion with like shilajit and other stuff in it, a little CBD shilajit vibe with a couple secret ingredients that he's thinking about bringing to market, sort of vibe. And that, I will rub it on my head, sort of vibe. And you can do urine therapy on your scalp as well to help grow hair. I don't know if you knew that. I can't do it though with my dreads though. I cannot put urine in my dreads because then I will walk around reeking of piss, and that's not preferable. But on a shaved head or whatnot, you can take a little bit of urine and like it's supposed to be really good for beauty, really good for hair growth, etc. And I'm not just making this up. Look into the Universal Healing Tao article on it, Mantak Chia. It's all about the chi, the energy as it filters through our organs and stuff. And also, it's one of those things where don't do it if you don't have healthy kidneys or you don't have a healthy lifestyle or whatnot. But if you do and it's filled with chi and prana, your urine is actually a great, powerful, potent healing elixir that is customized to your body because it has the liquid crystal grid structure of all that organs, that it passes through, and it knows exactly what you need, and it is your personal elixir. I may have touched on that in this stream before, and that was a bit of a non sequitur, but fuck it, piss on your hair. In any case, I'm starting to think about starting over and having access to my scalp and doing everything I can, red light treatment and oils and creams and stuff, all natural, of course, full power, organic, healing hippie, sort of vibe. I'm finally at the place where like Instagram and whatnot is feeding me nothing but like superfood, natural supplement, healing things, and it's cool. Like I've been comparing them. Not very few of them like legitimately appeal to me because most of the things you like reishi and stuff, you can you can either buy them in bulk, or like if you just keep your eyes open, you'll get a good discount on that stuff. Like eventually it finds its way to like clearance racks at Whole Foods and Sprouts and places like that. Um, so and you just fill your cupboard with that stuff, and you know I just pick things up off the clearance rack little by little till I have something for my eyes, something for my ears, something for my hair, something for my skin, some deodorant and some teeth stuff and da 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 da. Next thing you know, you got a whole ass basket, and it's got everything, and some medicinal mushroom or some functional mushrooms and some ashwagandha and some turmeric and some cacao and ding 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 ding, sprinkle it all in full power. Um, yeah, so I did briefly touch on the fact that I'm streaming live on my Telegram channel twice a day now, and I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it, and it might be short. It might be 60 seconds of hey, it's early in the morning, and I just woke up and I'm going to the gym. What's up? Let's get it. But just kind of to be a testament of me keeping my consistency in life. So sometimes some days it's just gonna have to be short like that. Um, hey, this is me checking in, full power, real world, let's go. Mobile friendship, full cycle express, bang. And other days I've been dropping some gems the last couple of days. You can go back on my Telegram channel and check the last couple of days if you like. Got some good tangents. And Telegram is encrypted, so I can say whatever the fuck I want about whatever the fuck subject I want, and you can bet that there are some subjects that I really want to go ham on. But I refrain from doing so on YouTube or whatever. Google, Facebook, you know, Instagram, Meta, they just rebranded Twitter again. I'm sorry, Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, like, bros, you're not cool. You're not cool. You're not like nobody wants to hang out with you. Like, sorry, sorry. I I don't want to hang out with y'all. Have fun at whatever party you're going to. I won't be there. Lol. And Richard Hart party. I'll go to a Richard Hart party. I'll fucks with Richard Hart. At least homie's honest. At least homie like is having a is you know I don't know. Like Musk has too much bullshit Freemason stuff going on in the background for me to really take him seriously. Like he says, he's talking out both sides of his mouth. Is basically how I feel about it. I do enjoy that there seems to be more freedom of speech on Twitter than there was before. Like I see people touching topics that they wouldn't have touched before. Um, and that's cool. But I also don't know if it's a honeypot or not. If they're just trying to, get a bunch of engagement on, these taboo type issues, just so they can, just so the intelligence agency can come knock on your door or whatever. I won't put it past them. However, I would put this in the same breath as like the 17th letter anonymous people. As far as like whether or not it's a psyop of this great thing to you know with you know I don't even know like whether it's a psyop of like Trump's candidacy and his ascension for them to he's a Scottish Rite Freemason and they put him in as whether the whole thing's a psyop or not. Same thing. Let's go on a different direction. Sound of Freedom, this movie that just came out. Whether that's a psyop or not, and I've already heard some things about like Carlos Slim, the guy who funded it or whatever. That there's reason to believe that this is kind of like a soft reveal, and that they're basically just trying to like kick the can down the road. Like, okay, you can be aware that it's happening, but we're not going to give you a clear avenue for what you can do about it. So it's just going to be business as usual. I think that's a distinct possibility. But whether or not that's the case, it's still raising awareness. So that's still a good thing. So similar thing with some of the things Elon has said, like, he's said some things. He's been critical of the censorship in the media regarding the and stuff like that. And so I think that's cool. Elon has a better chance of becoming cool at some point than Zuckerberg does. Like for like Trump, like the one thing I've said about him is that you go either way on him, like Scottish Rite Freemason or the the Q leader of some sort of meaningful revolution or whatever. Um, Restoration, shall I say. And you know how I feel about the restoration of the lawful United States of America constitutional republic. Correct your status, the American States Assembly.net. I'm all for it. Uh, you know, my feeling on him is, if go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. If you do it, you will go down as the greatest president in American history, and I will support you. And cool. You would basically be hero status. Um, Biden's certainly not doing it. Oh my god, that guy is fun to watch. He is going to go down with an all-time highlight reel of presidential gaffes. Like, I mean, I'm beside myself. I'm baffled. I'm bamboozled. I am confounded. I am, utterly, utterly blown away that somebody could put together a better presidential gaffe highlight reel than George walking idiot, or George walking accident, Bush, the second, George Shrub. But by gum, Biden's going for it. And if Biden can put together a better presidential gaff reel than George W, he will have earned it. That shit is, oh my god. That was my awakening, was the George W regime. Fuck that guy. Fuck his policies. Fuck that whole time. 19 quote unquote suicide bombers from Afghanistan, mostly, with ties to Saudi Arabia, um, you know, perform an attack on America, where two buildings knock down three planes, and then somehow we go to war with Iraq. You know, ki- you know, uh, passerby, just casualty, just caught in the crossfire sort of vibe. You know, and of course, all the reconstruction went to Cheney's companies. Are we still talking about that? Yeah, we are. Is that going to be a black eye on U.S. history forever and ever? Yeah, probably. That was treason in open sight, as far as I can tell and I'm concerned, and like, it never got addressed, and so they tried it again in 2020, and it needs to get addressed, or they will try it again in increasingly dire ways, whatever. Um, so stand up or shut up, sort of vibe. So I'm ready to stand up. Let's fucking go. Let's win the world. It's time to hold these criminals accountable. It's time to have meaningful justice. It's time to create peace and security for children and women and men around the world, in that order. Um, really protect protect the children, defend the weak, protect innocence, etc., etc. Um, and there's nuance to that, but really, like, um, you know, even today, we're still seeing these photographs of thousands of children in cobalt mines digging for rocks with their bare, bleeding hands. And people want to talk about their new electric car and how stoked they are on it. Like, yo, that's not the answer. Um, Liberal hypocrite says what? Well, um, anyway, but there are answers. I touched on some on my Telegram the other day. How about cars that charge themselves because the roads are paved with conductive filament? You make bricks with basically clay and copper or gold or some sort of conducting filament, and then you have car tires having conductive thread in them, so that when they run on these roads, they actually close a circuit and are able to charge themselves while they drive, etc. And having, instead of these 5G behemoth bullshit, fake tree on the side of the road nonsense things going on, we take them all down and instead put up massive spires that are gigantic fucking quartz crystals wrapped in a toroidal field of copper or gold filament, and surrounded by magnets, so that they basically create a perpetual motion device that lights the highways and roadways and provides free electricity. And not only that, but are tuned to the harmonies of the human chakra system, so that by being near them and resonating and vibing around them, especially with music and light healing technologies, they actually heal you. Imagine if 5G towers healed you just by being near them.
And imagine if they healed you with light and sound that was pleasant at the same time, and that they were made of crystals and gold instead of ugly, you know, whatever they are. And imagine that we turn all of the football stadiums into giant greenhouses where we can feed the whole city, and that there is fruit trees in every city to the point where you can, homeless people will always have food by virtue of just walking around and picking it off of trees, and et cetera, et cetera. Greenscaping, urban agriculture. There are so many solutions. Overpopulation is a myth. Scarcity is a myth. This earth is very abundant and plentiful. There's potentially unexplored lands. Let's go to the North Pole and find out what's going on up there. Let's, figure out who these people are that put together the Antarctic Treaty, and reassess that, and have meaningful exploration into those spaces. Let's defund NASA. Let's defund. I don't know. I mean, let's create peace on Earth so that military spending can go towards helping people live long, prosperous, healthy, happy lives instead of destroying people at home and abroad. Let's cancel the war on drugs, or let's redirect the war on drugs to the legal drugs and the pharmaceutical criminals who have pioneered fentanyl and the hokey pokey, and instead promote natural solutions that come from the earth. All the things that I like to talk about: cannabis, psilocybin, uh, you know, psychedelic, but also functional mushrooms, also ashwagandha, turmeric, shilajit, ormus, etc., etc. And let's not wait for the government to do it, because these people have their heads very far up their ass. And let's do it ourselves. And let's reconstruct our lawful assembly. And let's hold these criminals accountable. And let's do good trade with one another on the land and soil, etc., etc. And the Fed. Yeah, I touched briefly. So, so what I'm going to do as a part of streaming more frequently on my Telegram channel is I'm going to create a new channel for like a marketplace for anyone that wants to be involved in what I am helping to focalize. I'm not doing it. I have a vision. It was given to me by Great Spirit. Is part of who I am, to create peace on earth, heaven on earth. I share it with others. Like I know I'm not the only one, but I'm helping to focalize it. So anybody that is drawn into this space and is hearing these words, like let's squat up and win the world. So as part of that, I'm going to create a Telegram channel for as a marketplace for people to post their goods and stuff. So if you wire wrap, or if you make your own homemade incense, or if you have a small business and just want more marketing and more eyes on it, I'm going to make a channel where that can happen. And it's going to be free of charge. It's going to be for everyone to be involved. I will be the final arbiter of it. Everything that I run as far as my Nico the Dreamer stuff is benevolent dictatorship. So I'm doing it for you, and just trust me, I got you. That's how we're gonna run it. Um, but having said that, fucking squat up. Let's let's do good work. Let's do good business. Let's get prosperous and abundant together. Like if you have awesome products, let's put them out there, and let's do the thing. And I already have many friends who have cool products that I would love to share on there. I just picked up a tarot deck of the Illuma Tarot from the Darrow corner of the cryptoverse. Uh, Kalina Lux, like, love you, chica, love your work, and that is a great example of something that could go on the marketplace. Um, the other thing that I am doing, there's other products. Anyone, if you have anything, if you want to sell collector buttons or designer buttons, as long as I have a connection with you, and I got a good vibe on you, and like we're doing it for the right reason, come on, come on in, let's hustle it up. Stack your paper, and then take that paper and convert it to actual money, aka physical silver or gold, or cryptocurrency hard assets in your own possession. Still excited on Darrow. I'm getting more excited on it the more they talk about crypto regulation, and you know, yeah. I'm starting to pay more attention to Epic Cash as well, just homomorphic encryption. I saw the gold silver Mike Maloney video with HBAR last week. I need to look deeper into the tech of it, but it looks like they got a really nice scalable tech stack. So I finally picked up some HBAR this week, and I feel good about that. And Pulse Chain being an Ethereum fork doesn't hit the privacy side of things the way that I prefer, but it does hit the possible virality side of things, and it does hit the possible decentralized side of things, where even if it's not private, it's decentralized in the hands of people who know that the mainstream financial system is a scam and are not going to allow themselves to be 51 or sibbled by it. It might be an example of decentralization actually working and having enough nodes in the hands of enough people who are actually awesome that it basically just can't be taken over. And I think that might be part of Richard Hart's plan, as of holding control of the OA, uh, the origin address, coins, etc. Not that he does necessarily; he's never admitted to it. Um, but having the supply centralized kind of in one wallet where it has never ever moved, kind of reduces the risk of having big players come in and just buy up the ecosystem and vampire the chain. So I still do have faith in Pulse Chain, PulseX. I think it's gonna rip when crypto starts going up. Um, Having said that, like, it's kind of neck and neck for me, like between the Richard Hart Pulse Chain ecosystem and Darrow. I think Darrow's awesome. I Yeah, I think it's awesome. Um, can be improved. Can have more devs. The captain is captain of my crypto heart. He's fucking dope, and the project is dope. So, um, having said those things, I'm just hustling and grinding hard. Oh, I am. I have made the switch in my work environment to away from just production of what we were doing, of just like twisting up joints and sending out. We work with hemp, like legal cannabis, but what we got going on right now is THCA flower, which is really cool if you've never heard of it. THCA is a cannabinoid that is present in cannabis oftentimes like before it turns to delta 9, and they were able to basically make a hybrid between hemp and marijuana that is this it's cannabis that has a high level of THCA and a low level of delta 9, less than 0.3%. And when you burn it, it decarboxylizes, so the THCA turns directly into delta 9. So, what this means is that we're harvesting these plants. They grow flowers naturally, just like marijuana. They got crystals, they got, the whole package. Look, smell, taste, smoke, and have the same effect as marijuana, but less than 0.3% delta 9. So, basically it plays like legal weed, and we're hustling it. And we're able to send it to states in the South and Georgia and Mississippi and Texas and stuff. And it makes me feel so good to send a large amount of legal hemp-based cannabis to these people, that they can have access to the medicine and enjoy that. So I switched from the production side of that over to the sales side, and we're starting to make some sales and get into a good position. And so I'm just sales scales is the thing. Hourly work doesn't scale. And so, like, as much as I like just fucking, getting high and putting on my headphones and playing YouTube videos and fucking twisting joints all day for X dollars an hour, um, I just can't say no to like pick up the phone, write down an order, pass to the shipping manager, count your cash. Like, and this is what I did before I went to Europe. I did sales. I did indoor sales for Rainsoft water purification company, which was cool. People get good, clean water for their family. I support it. I'm cool with it. Um, and I just learned those skills, and like, you just talk to people and you figure out how to solve their problems, and then you get paid off it, and that's cool. And it's allowed me to increase my DCAs into silver and the cryptos that I mentioned, um, primarily. A couple other projects I still got my eyes on, but it's dwindling. We're in that part of the cycle where it's like, put your money where your mouth is. Place your bets on the things you really believe in. So I'm in Pulse Chain. I'm in Darrow. Like I said, I'm LPing my pulse chain with Ethereum, so I'm basically DCAing into Ethereum, which I think is fine. I think ETH is going to do just fine. Smart contract platform. Sure, it does have privacy and centralization issues, and that's why I'm not making it a large part of my portfolio. But I figure it's good to have some of it, especially with all the layer two wars going on in the ETH scaling space, talking about the optimism and arbitrum and the upcoming airdrops for ZK Sync and the ZK Matic, uh, ZK Polygon chains. And, I position myself for the layer zero chain. Although now they got these Telegram bots that are just basically like spamming transactions and getting you the airdrop, whatever. I don't know, man. Like you can make money off of airdrops. I did pretty well off the Arbitrum one, and I did well enough that like it made me look back and be like, dang, I wish I would have done 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 wallets, sort of vibe. But fuck it. Like crypto, like timing the market versus timing the market. Just keep doing your DCAs. Just learn as much as you can. Be in it for the tech, but also be opportunistic. And be in it for the right reasons. Like the reason to increase your material wealth and abundance is so that you can spend more time with the people that you care about, so that you can make their lives brighter and you can make the world a better place, etc., etc. I also am intending on stepping up within the Colorado State's Assembly. I'm have stated the intention to receive the training to be a state recording secretary, so that for my homies that want to get emancipated from Uncle Sam, Big Daddy government, or whatever, I see you and I free you. I see you and I free you. That we can do your paperwork right away and on the spot. Like, let's go. So, but you got to learn the process. Like everybody is responsible for their own sovereignty and their own freedom. Once you realize how valuable it is, that until you defend and express your political sovereignty, you will not be able to express your spiritual sovereignty on the highest level, and you will deny yourself the right to be a divine creator, God, king on earth, which is what we are. We are divine, manifesting, generating, creator beings. God, goddess, heterogeneous human expressions of the divine, etc., etc. We are miracles in meat suits, as I like to say. Which reminds me, I did a really nice workshop at Tribal Vision last year. I'm still trying to decide if I'm going to go there. I got an email from them last week. If you want me to go to Tribal Vision and do an awesome workshop, comment or tell me there's demand, or I don't know, whatever. I'll go if I choose to or not. It doesn't really matter. Well, this has been a very fun 42 minutes streaming to no one as usual, sort of vibe. I hope some of y'all catch this on the replay. I know it's 8 o'clock on Sunday, so maybe it's just not a good time for a lot of people. They're doing their Sunday night routine as well. But I wanted to just check back in onto internet land and say, hey, we out here. We out here. Getting after it, grit and grind, going for it, full power for the win. Love you very much, fam. There will be more. This is a steady progression and whatnot. And meanwhile, the world outside is just, watching the charts, watching the banks fail, watching the bond, watching the inverted yield on the bond curve. Yo, if you're making your preparation, the time is hastening to make sure that you are prepared for whatever may be coming. And always a good time and a good option to pray. Great Spirit has our back. Great Spirit wants us to live and survive and thrive. It supports life. Bring the best in, if you bring forth what is within you, it will save you. If you, whatever that quote is, if you do not bring forth what is within you, it will destroy you, sort of vibe. So we're going to be our bright, sparkling, shining best, and we're going to keep trying, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. We're going to keep going. And so, is there anything else that I really wish to touch on at the moment? I hope y'all feeling the vibe. And I'm working on a more magnetic approach to the internet rather than an electric approach, in the sense of being a content creator rather than a content consumer. So here I am. This is what I have to say. This is what we're doing. We're manifesting heaven on earth for the benefit of all. If that sounds like something you would be like to be a part of, holler at your boy. We're just getting started. Now's the time to buy in. Like, buy low on Nico the Dreamer. What's up? I'm available. I'm happy to have conversations and shake babies and kiss hands. Lol. Uh, sort of vibe. Uh, and I'm ready for what may come, on whatever level. I'm ready to level up significantly, and I've earned some level ups recently. Uh, you don't know it until you get it. The universe kind of gifts it to you. You're in grind mode and you're working hard and it's hard, but you keep going, and then randomly, like, something comes and someone randomly tells you that you're awesome or something, and you're like, oh, cool, validation. Sweet. I wasn't even asking for it, but there it is. If I would have asked for it, I wouldn't have gotten it, but it just came to me that way. Okay, I must be on the right path. Let's keep grinding. And it's just like, it's between you and the universe. Just a little check. Okay, level up, on to the next one, sort of vibe. And it also kind of like, they say never stop pushing, because you never know when you're 3 feet from gold. You never know. You might be 3 feet from striking it rich, and you quit digging the mine shaft or whatever. So you never know. Keep pushing, and sometimes the level ups come quickly. Sometimes you get one and it inspires you, and you go harder, and you get the next one faster. And sometimes they go slowly. If you don't push yourself and you don't put your effort into every moment of every day of being your best self, maybe you don't ever level up again. Maybe that's as far as you get in this life, as far as the spiritual lessons and as far as the experiences go, et cetera, et cetera. So, I got more. I could go on all day. There's more stuff to talk about. We finna win the world. That's all you need to know. Keep grinding. I have faith in you. I hope you have faith in me. I have faith in me. I'm ready to go. Let's go. We're just gonna keep steady Eddie, base hits all day, full power for the win. Tender and gentle and kind. I don't know what else to say. Keep the focus. We love you, my babies. Da-da-da-da-da-da. To quote an awesome rainbow hippie chick that none of y'all know, but it's awesome. I love you, my babies. Keep the focus. Keep the focus. Om Namah Shivaya. Rar. Okay, we'll talk about all the other stuff on another time. I'm gonna be streaming on Telegram every single day, 5 a.m. and 9 p.m. except 6 a.m. on the weekends, because gym opens at 6 on the weekends. Holler. And we're gonna be on that for a while, for as long as it takes, and we're gonna keep grinding, keep hustling, win the world vibe. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, so let's do it. Let's go. Full power. Love you. Catch you next time. Peace out, fam.